Hi, Garrett here from the Grit and Polish, and I wanted to show you another way that you can build shaker peg shelves. So the last video that we put out on shaker peg shelves was to build it in place on the wall. And this one is just a little bit different, where if you want to build it in your garage or your shop, you can build it and then put it up on the wall after the fact. So for this project, if you're curious about material dimensions, like things you might need to actually do the project, go to thegritandpolish.com. Link in the description below, and there's a post that has some of those measurements and links and all that on there. The materials I used for these shelves were a combination of old shelving material that we had left over from an IKEA desk, and then also some just tight knot pine board. So those are the two different kinds of woods that we're using, and I had to prep them a little bit to make sure they were ready for paint, and that involved a light sanding and then also filling the holes and filling the screw holes. So step one is to, again, make the backer board and attach the two side pieces to the backer board. And this kind of forms the structure of the shelf. And so for this one, I also cut a little curve to match the other shaker peg shelf in the laundry room. And if you'd like to use simply a straight angle or something simple, you can definitely do that as well. This is just a nice spot where you can add a little bit of detail, whether it's traditional or modern, to the shelf to fit your space. For these shelves, since they're a little bigger, I'm actually using a combination of brad nails, glue, and then screws as well. Once the sides and back are attached, then you can attach the top, which is the actual shelf piece. So now you're ready to add the shaker pegs if your shelf is going to have them. In this case, the shaker pegs are about 8 inches apart, and there's one starting in the center, and then just measure out from the center for the other two. We use a 1/2 inch drill bit to drill out through the backer board of the shelf, and then use some construction adhesive in the hole to glue the shaker pegs in nice and tight. Once you have the shaker pegs in, you can do a caulk and fill in any holes from the screws, or in my case, I had holes in the shelves from the IKEA desk. So I'm gonna fill all those in with some epoxy wood filler, sand it down, and then it's ready for paint. It's a really simple project. There's actually only 4 pieces to each shelf, and they come out really nice after they've been caulked and painted. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.